Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for the birthday greetings yesterday. Trinidad and Tobago has responded to the UK's travel restrictions on their citizens. Yes, my friends, the Foreign Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the business community and citizens, along with the the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago came out, and they would have responded to the sudden stopping of visa-free travel of Trinidad and Tobago citizens to the UK. Now on March 12th, 2024, just 2 days ago, the UK all of a sudden came out and said they will be imposing visa travel restrictions on the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago effective immediately. Can you believe that, my friends? In just 24 hours, one day, no notice. They didn't say it's going to start a week from now, it's going to start 2 weeks from now. They came out one morning on the 12th of March 2025 and said effective immediately all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago holding a Trinidad and Tobago passport will no longer be able to travel to the UK visa-free. Now this was a shock to many people in the country who enjoyed visa-free travel to the UK. And they were disappointed as well that the UK would not show Trinidad and Tobago any respect whatsoever. No notice, no discussions, nothing. All they came out and said is that they would have seen an increase in the asylum seekers applications from citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So effective immediately, all citizens will now need a visa to travel to the United Kingdom. Let me know in the comment section if you think this is fair, my friends. Comment your thoughts and opinion and let me know if this is fair. The United Kingdom has recently imposed a visa restriction requirement for nationals of Trinidad and Tobago, a move that has been met with criticism from Trinidad and Tobago's government and the business community. Previously, Trinidad and Tobago citizens could visit the UK using an electronic travel authorization, an ETA, but due to significant increase in asylum applicants from an average of 49 annually between 2015 and 2019 to 439 last year, the UK Home Office has implemented the new visa rule. Dr. Amory Brown, Trinidad and Tobago's Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, described the UK's action as disproportionate and disappointing, asserting that regular travelers should not be penalized for the actions of a few individuals. But of course, the UK doesn't care. A few individuals applied for asylum seekers and the whole country of 1.5 million people affected. What disrespect that the British is displaying to Trinidad and Tobago. This is disrespectful, my friends. The British High Commission in Trinidad and Tobago confirmed the immediate implementation of the visa requirement, with a 6 weeks transition period following travelers who booked and obtained an ETA before the changes to enter the UK without a visa until April 23rd, 2025. So those persons who would have applied for an ETA, electronic travel authorization, and got through, they have until April 2025, April 23rd, 2025, to travel to the UK before this comes into play. But if you haven't applied for an ETA already, the visa restrictions will affect you immediately. Despite this measure, the UK emphasized that it maintains a strong and friendly relationship with Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to know the amount of Canadian asylum seekers to the UK. I would like to know the amount of American asylum seekers to the UK. I would like to know the amount of Australians asylum seekers to the UK, New Zealand asylum seekers to the UK. These are all Western white countries. So Google that and let me know in the comment section how many Americans apply for asylum seekers, Canadians, New Zealand citizens, Australians apply for the UK asylum seekers to become asylum seekers in the UK. I'm sure it's way more than 400 that the UK government is complaining that Trinidad and Tobago placed in 1 year. That is why they will be increasing. They didn't discuss anything with the Trinidad and Tobago government. They didn't make a statement, nothing. All of a sudden, they just came out on the 12th of March and said, bam, effective immediately, you people from Trinidad and Tobago will now need a visa to enter the UK. What if Trinidad and Tobago does the same and say all citizens from the UK now need a visa to enter Trinidad and Tobago? Let me know if the Trinidad and Tobago government should do this. Reciprocal measures, they call it. They reciprocate in the same thing. That's what countries around the world do. If I was in government in Trinidad and Tobago, I would advise that the government do the same. You have to fight fire with fire, my friends. Let me know if you think that the government should say all British citizens now need a visa to enter Trinidad and Tobago. But the UK is saying, oh, this does not affect our friendly relationship between Trinidad and Tobago. Is this the way friends treat friends? No, my friends. Trinidad and Tobago and the UK is no friends. Trust me on that. Business groups in Trinidad and Tobago have expressed concerns over the new visa requirement, viewing it as an unnecessary move that could impact travel and commerce between the two nations. Opposition MP Rodney Charles highlighted that the actions of a few individuals attempting to abuse the immigration system have led to consequences affecting all citizens, emphasizing the need for national awareness regarding individual actions and their broader implications. In summary, the UK's decision to impose visa restrictions on Trinidad and Tobago's national has sparked disappointment and concern among government officials and business leaders who argue that the measures is disproportionate and could negatively affect legitimate travelers and bilateral relations, my friends. But imagine that. Just a few persons from Trinidad and Tobago who traveled to the UK on a visitor's visa. Once they enter the UK and they settle down, they say, oh, I'm going to apply for asylum to stay in the country. So just because of that, the UK government is saying we're going to ban all citizens from Trinidad and Tobago from entering the UK visa-free. All of you will now need a visa to enter the UK. All 1.5 to 1.7 million. Let me know the population of Trinidad and Tobago. I think the population of Trinidad alone is 1.5 and Tobago is about what, 400,000? But let me know the total population of Trinidad and Tobago. I will say around 1.5 to 1.7. Let me know the exact number of the population. But just 400 persons would have applied in 1 year. That doesn't mean 400 people left Trinidad and Tobago in 1 year and applied for asylum once they entered the UK. These 400 and something people could have been living and working in the UK for years illegally. So these numbers would have built up over time, and maybe it just so happened that all of them decided to come and apply for asylum seekers in the UK. But the UK government didn't explain anything. No explanation, no data given. They just said because you would have had an increase in persons applying to become asylum seekers, we are now restricting your travel to the UK. All of you will now need a visa to come to the UK. That can't be fair. Persons from Ukraine, I am told they were able to enter the UK, given a place to stay, given money to spend, and well taken care of by the UK taxpayers. But an island nation that was enslaved and colonized for hundreds of years by the British is being treated like this. After they would have used Trinidad and Tobago for hundreds of years to build the wealth in the UK, they're now saying, oh, we're going to give you travel restrictions. This is how these people are, my friends. They don't care. They're all about what you can do to help them, not what they can do to help you. Let me know your thoughts and opinion on this video. And if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. I celebrated a wonderful birthday yesterday. Thank you all for the birthday greetings. I saw all of the birthday greetings that you made. Thank you for the donation. Those of you who made a donation in the super chat in the comment section, thank you so much. This will go towards bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. That is the mission of this channel, is to bridge the gap between the African continent, which makes up 54 African countries, South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Zambia, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, Gabon, DR Congo, Central African Republic, Botswana, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, Libya. My friends, we are all one people separated by a brutal European slave trade and colonialism. The African Caribbean islands. The Caribbean islands is made up of many islands. You have Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, the Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Montserrat, Belize in Central America, Brazil in South America, Colombia, African Americans, Afro-Canadians, Africans in the UK, have a lot of African brothers and sisters, Caribbean nationals living in the UK, Africans in Europe. That is the African diaspora. So what I'm saying, let us bridge that gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Together, we are unstoppable force, stronger than ever, mightier than the Western powers, my friends. Let us generate our own power. Let us show them the strength of unity between the African continent and the African diaspora. I post a video every day on breaking news that affect our people in Africa, on the continent, and also in the African diaspora. You can support this journey by also joining my channel and becoming a channel member. The link is in this description box under this video. I also have a travel channel. The link is here as well in the description box. Go on over and join this channel and also subscribe to my other travel channel, Beyond Travel. Thank you for watching this video, my friends. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on what you think about Trinidad, the Caribbean nation of Trinidad and Tobago, responding to the UK travel restrictions on all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut, and I'll see you again in the next video. Much love. Bye-bye from paradise, the Caribbean paradise. Much love. See you tomorrow in the next video.